Hello, everyone. Good evening. I'm so happy to be the one to welcome you today to today's Diamond Project Unveil. My name is Mrs. Vo Ishaya. I am very fortunate. I feel very fortunate to be one of the beneficiaries of this opportunity. What's the Diamond Project, you may wonder? The ultimate versions of themselves. And we do that through mentorship, training, capacity building, and building financial leverage systems, which are our core pillars. Okay, so I'm just going to tell you a little story about myself using the first pillar, where I was today and how I got here. Now, our first pillar is mentorship, training, and capacity building. Now, before I saw this opportunity, I was working in a federal government parastatal that every Nigerian wanted to be affiliated with. Imagine me in this picture like that. Like I had a very big title with a very small bank account, and I was constantly behind on my bills. You know, at the end of the month, a lot of people will be calling me for this support and that. I couldn't even support myself as I was currently behind on my bills. I was looking for other opportunities, and I was praying to God to give me more opportunities of open doors. And God used one of my friend's mom, who is a mentee, and I thank God that I had an open mind when I came and I saw this opportunity for what it is. That's my prayer for all of you here today. And 6 months later, I became financially stable. Okay. And I'm sure you cannot compare the picture I showed before and this. Today, I'm an international business consultant. I'm a social entrepreneur. I'm an Amazon ambassador with this organization, a C21 FG leader, an educator by profession, and an award-winning coach. And I am fortunate and blessed to be among the Millionaire Circle members. In all my years of service, I have never counted a million naira to myself that I worked for and earned. Okay, but this opportunity graced me and gave me this through mentorship, like I said, I'll talk about. And this is my office. You know, working in the federal government office where I was, I didn't even have an office space to myself. I was sharing an office space, but coming to this platform, I had the opportunity to be mentored to grow to the point that I could even own my own office. You know, this is my office. I came in so afraid because I had come in contact with a couple of other similar opportunities that were quite promising, but I didn't get the benefits that I anticipated. But this opportunity, once I came in, I started earning bit by bit, and it began to grow because of the mentorship I had, the trainings that I was exposed to, and gradually I became a millionaire earner. You know, what changed for me? Like I said, I had mentors. I became a diamond. Those mentors helped me and guided me and refined me to become a diamond. I became also a mentor myself. This is one of my mentors that held my hands through this project. I'm very privileged that I had him in my space. And of course, I had a mentee also, somebody whom I was also mentoring. Okay, this is also one of my mentors who held my hands, who gave me the opportunity to travel around. I was also fortunate to be among the people who were selected to go to a couple of other African countries to start up this diamond project. And yes, we're in over 150 countries, and I was privileged to be the pioneers in some of those countries. So this opportunity opened my eyes. It gave me so much that I never got as a civil servant. So I'm sharing this to show you what is also possible for you as well, as I introduce the next speaker for today, who is going to carry us to the next phase of this opportunity, in person of Mrs. Elizabeth Tuba. She's one of our leaders, one of our beneficiaries, and also the pastor's wife, an influential person in the society as well. Please go to the comment section and welcome her. Say you're welcome, Mrs. Tuba, as she comes and shares her own testimony as we go on. You're welcome, ma'am. Over to you.
Thank you very much. My name is Mrs. Elizabeth Wanyo-Tuba. I'm like she rightly said, we have 4 pillars, and I'm going to be sharing my testimony from the second pillar, which is discipline, regimentation, and stoicism. My name is Elizabeth Wanyo-Tuba. I'm a Diamond Project consultant, an Amazon public relations consultant, a retired public servant. And I'm just sharing a bit of my story. You can see my before and after picture. Like I said, I retired as a deputy director in a federal government institution. As a civil servant, very big office, as you can see, but little pay. You'll see a very big office, but salary was never enough. So many things we are contending. So yes, I had the big title, I had a big office, but salary was just never enough. One thing I really didn't like about my job as a public servant was that, I stagnated for 12 years on one particular level, aside from salary not being enough. So it was really frustrating and discouraging. And when it came to the time of retirement, fortunately, at just the point of retirement, I was introduced to this wonderful and amazing opportunity. And I got to know about the vision of the organization that I aligned with. And I just want to thank God that I met with amazing people who mentored me. This is my picture and one of my mentors. They held my hand and showed me a lot of things. This is another of my mentor, Barrister Peter Osigbeme, who was just there all the time showing me what to do. I went really through mentorship. And as a retiree, I'm like older than my mentors, but I was ready to be teachable and coachable. And it gave me joy because, like I said, I was not satisfied with what I had before. But with this opportunity, in fact, I tell people it's like going through my master's and PhD program because I have grown and learned a lot. What I learned in civil service was quite different. I have learned and becoming a better version of myself as a result of joining this amazing opportunity, because I have wonderful mentors, like I said, because there were a lot of struggles. Salary was not enough. Even when I joined, I was trying to pension was nothing to write to man about. So, but this opportunity, I was earning, and as I was learning and growing in the business, and by the grace of God, I grew to the level that God helped me. And like I said, I was properly mentored. I now grew to the level that I started mentoring people. Also, recently, we had a big event here in Abuja, and I went with 30 of my mentees. You can see my picture with them and with some of the people here. And these are my mentees that I took. And I'm just grateful to God. And here I am with one of my mentees. I went with 30 of my people to that meeting, and this is one of my mentee, retired controller Chinda, who he was in the club 10 because he went with 10 of his own mentees. So I really want to thank God for this opportunity. I want to challenge those who will soon be leaving the civil service or public service, or those who are in retirement like me. This is a project that you can key in. You learn a lot. We read, we are mentored, and it really, I can do a lot of things that people in my age, they call us old school, cannot do. I am doing Zoom meetings, I'm training. I've learned a lot of skills as a result of this amazing opportunity. And I am just speaking to anyone here, both young and old. You can see for my age, it has nothing to do with age. Whether you are young, you are old, you can key into this business and become financially free and impact on the lives of other people. So I'll be bringing on retired controller Chinda right now, just for him to share his story with you also. Controller Chinda, you are welcome.
Yes, thank you very much, Mrs. Tuba, for introducing me. As she said, my name is Controller Samuel Chinda Ijakrayu. I retired as Controller of Immigration, and I am well schooled, went to different universities. I'm a PhD holder, I have worked on that. I retired having reached my peak. And honestly speaking, during my service years, which I traversed both Nigeria and outside the country, I became a successful civil servant. I represented Nigeria in China for a good 5.5 years at the Nigerian embassy in China, solely with the responsibility of issuing visas to anybody coming to Nigeria, as long as you're Nigerian. When I came back, I was posted to other state commands, where I headed the commands with more than 500, 600, 700 officers under me. If there's anything money could provide to a civil servant, I have achieved that during my service years. I can confidently say that I own houses, I have cars. There's nothing that I want that a human being, as somebody who works with government, should want to possess that I don't have. All the same, when I left the service, I wasn't lacking anything. But there's a desire in me too. I had the opportunity, the privilege to be introduced to this business by my classmate that we read the same course in university. Since we graduated and till we retired, we have not seen each other, we have not called one another. Fortunately, I got her number from someone else and I called her. The moment she got my number, she invited me to see this business. When I see this business, what attracted me most was the vision of this business. The vision opened my eyes. It is not enough for you to have what you want. How can you affect the life of those people that you are meeting positively? The vision changed my mind. Instantly, I keyed into it. I subjected myself to my mentorship, mentors that lectured me, my leaders, which include Ronke, Madam Ambassador Ronke, Peter Usebeme, who is with us here, Ms. Tuba, and many others. Though they were all there. At a stage, I'll say, what am I doing now? I have what I want. But the vision still talks to me. How do you impact other people's lives? It is not by giving 1 naira, 2 naira. Open other people's eyes. By seeing this business, they can be on their own instead of depending on you. And that is how I started. Through training, mentorship, and whatever, my desire to assist continues to grow. I continue to sell these ideas to people. And even me, I started earning some money apart from the one I get from my businesses. I still get from this. It is a business that does not care about what your age is, what you already possess, but how can you impact other people's life positively? And that is why I stayed in this business. I am doing it diligently. There are some skills that I've already gained in this business. As I told you, don't forget, I was a controller. That we address parade every week, talking to staffs every week, going to various meetings every week. But by joining this business, I gain more courage to be able to talk, address people on some issues. I can talk in the public more than I used to before. I've learned how to be myself. How can I, Chinda, change Mr. A, Mr. B? As I'm telling you, my brothers and sisters, this business is a good business. You can, as I am today, I was a millionaire before I joined this club, but I am a millionaire again as I joined this club again. I'm a social entrepreneur. So my advice to those who are in the service or those that are about to retire and those that have retired, key into this business. It is a worth doing business. It is a business that you will always be happy with yourself, self-sufficient, independent, stable financially if you key into the training, the mentorship, and whatever that the business is going to give you. So I call on some of us friends or brothers that are outside, key into this business. You will have a story to tell one day. Thank you. This is my story. I will now call in somebody I call my leader too, a very vast woman, very intelligent. When she speaks to you, you don't need any 2 minutes to get convinced. She is, but no other person than Mrs. Annie. Madam Annie, you are on the floor, please.
Thank
Madam
you very
Annie.
much. Thank you very much. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. How you doing? How's everyone? Thank you for the privilege to be able to speak. And I want to welcome, once again, welcome everyone who is on this. It means that if you're here, it means that someone loved you enough to be able to show you this. And I'm glad you've been able to listen to everything that we've heard so far about the Diamond Project. The third pillar of the Diamond Project is the health optimization through nutritional supplementation. And my name, as you rightly introduced, is Iniabasi Oyok, and I'm going to be taking you through that part to be able to help you understand how the Diamond Project also it's not just about building skills or helping you make money, but also maintaining your health, because they say health is wealth, because it takes just one sickness to get somebody broke. That every single money you work for all your life, your property you sell, everything, you lose that because your health is failing. Okay, so the good thing about being part of the Diamond Project is that they help you optimize your health and keep you running on full potentials health-wise. I hope you're happy about that fact. So I'm just going to be quickly running through on the ideas. I want you to understand that if you're getting started with the Diamond Project, you're going to be getting instant value for the money you paid. For what you are paying for, you're going to be receiving all of those items. I am a mother, I'm an Gold Executive with the Empowered Consumerism, a business consultant, a media practitioner. I can be able to do all of these things within the Diamond Project and still be able to have my health optimized and still make good money to be able to take care of all the basic needs. I have a broadcasting career. I'd hoped to be like all the NTA broadcasters who made name for themselves, right? And I worked towards that. I did everything that I was required to do. But guess what? I got to the point where I got the jobs, I got everything, but I wasn't earning as much as I wanted to. I didn't get to that point. I got to a point where my salary kept getting slashed and slashed and slashed and slashed. And I knew that I needed a way out. And when tragedy struck for me and we lost my husband, I was alone. And this project was what helped me to understand that you could have a group of people working with you to be able to help you, and you could also be able to have life after whatever situation you may have. So now I want you to understand that you're not just connecting to wealth, you're connecting to health when it has to be that you are being a part of the Diamond Project. So when people tell you, oh, when you are asking for money, when you're getting started, when you're, getting registered to be a partner for the rest of your life with the Diamond Project, you are going to be getting these items for your personal use. For your personal use, not for you to sell, for your personal use, okay? Use all of these items. I'm going to be just quickly letting you know that your body in a natural, your body in normal state is producing what? Oxidative stress. The oxygen interaction with the water in your body is producing oxidative stress. So I want you to understand that naturally your body is in a state of what? Natural decay. Because what causes metal to rust? It is water and oxygen, and you have those two things in your body. And you also have your blood, which composes of iron. So I want you to understand that oxidative stress is responsible for diabetes, blocked blood vessels, inflammation, high blood pressure, the heart disease that you have, the old people disease that you call Alzheimer's, dementia, Parkinson's disease. It's also responsible for cancer. So I want you to understand that your body naturally produces the causes of all of this illness. So you understand that your body is constantly degenerating. So what do you need to be able to prevent that? You are going to need antioxidants. And that is why the supplements that you get, the products that you get from being a part of this project gives you antioxidants to reduce the oxidative stress that is happening in your body. So when you have these items, when you're giving your products, so I want you to understand that you have to use those products because those products are going to keep you healthy and reduce the rate of oxidation that is happening in your body because you are taking antioxidant into your system. So I just want you to, if you can screenshot this, go ahead and screenshot it. The products behind this business will make you healthy, and the business behind these products will make you wealthy. So whichever way you want to look at it is a win-win advantage in being a part of the Diamond Project. We have amazing products. I'm just going to list out. This is one of our flagship products. These are high-end VIP products, which turns the regular water that you're drinking into a medicine that gives you super antioxidants to reduce the oxidative stress in your system. Okay, this is the Ultra H2 hydrogen bottle. The Ultra H2 hydrogen bottle, you put your normal water into it and it turns it into hydrogen water. The hydrogen water has a whole lot of benefits. You can see that anti-cancer properties, health benefits, increases your energy levels. You can as well, you might probably say, how much of all of these things? Google the research of the benefit of hydrogen water. This is research, decades of research. Okay, so you're going to know, now you're being a part of this, you're going to get this in your getting started with the VIP pack. You have this all to yourself for the rest of your life, a machine that constantly works for you, okay? Then we have the supplements as well. You can see all the fruits and vegetables contained in one capsule of the supplement for your personal use. Now, you also have look at the amazing benefit. Most times when I say people have issues, I give them the products. They're like, is it your products can solve everything? Literally, I have that confidence that it can solve everything. We have pregnant women who are looking, trying to conceive mothers, trying to conceive fathers as well. You can as well take this. If you're pregnant, you're nursing, you can take this to keep your baby in the best state, okay? And it's what balances your hormones. Then if you have pains in any part of your body, you can also have the care leaf, okay? If you are want to protect your heart, you can take the Coledus. It's very amazing for that. Then we have our beverages. We have our beverages as well. Contains DHA for retentive memory for children and also for adults who are losing their memory as well. So all of these amazing products. We also have the Bond Slim to be able to help you lose weight and increase your energy level and to reduce the sugar content in your body. Okay, it helps people who are diabetic can also take this to reduce the sugar content in their body. Then we have the diffuser. You can see this right here on my phone. We have the diffuser right here. We have the kiddies gummies. These are things all for your health, reduces the amount of radiation that comes out from all your devices. Okay, I can't play this right now. Now I want you to see that the amount of radiation. This is the radiation. You can see that the phone right now was burning. It burns the metal steel around it to show you the amount of radiation. Even your laptop has radiation. You see that? But what you can use is to be able to use the diffuser to cut down the radiation down to zero. To cut it down to zero, you can see that right here. The diffuser cut down the radiation from all your devices down to zero. Okay, so I want you to understand that as you're using your phone, your laptop, you're exposed to so much radiation, and this radiation, EMF radiation, is responsible for cancer rates, high levels of cancer rates, organ failures, your immune system being weakened, that you're easily sick all the time. So what you need to do is to protect yourself. You saw the other video that a call came through, and that metal steel wool was burning. So to tell you the amount of radiation that comes out from your phone when a call comes through. But it's happening in your body, you cannot see that. So I like to tell people that please protect yourself. You're going to get that as part of the things that we're going to be having here, getting started with Diamond Project. Instantly, you get that value for your money. And you also have the toothpaste, amazing toothpaste, the first toothpaste in the world that has multivitamins in it. Yes, I said it. Okay. And I want you to remember this as well. Okay, as I wrap up on this segment about the health optimization, remember this, don't joke with it. Everything you're going to be hearing here today about helping you to be able to create wealth, the business too can also keep your health. in the optimal state. So I'm going to be introducing a man who has held me by the hands, who has taught me what it means to grow and build a business, who has taught me duplication, who has taught me all the skills necessary to be able to grow in this business, and also help other people also see the advantage of being part of the Diamond Project. I'm going to introduce you to no other than my great mentor, an amazing man, a barrister, someone who has been a legal advisor to several government parastatals. He's going to be taking over and showing us how you can be able to build, leave a legacy for your children and your generation to come through the Diamond Project. So let me introduce no other than barrister Prince Peter Osigbeme.
Thank you very much, Madam Ini. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir.
Yeah. So I want you to look at the screen. I want you to look at the screen. And while you are looking at it, I'm going to work with the fourth pillar. The fourth pillar actually has to do with making residual income. So if you're here and you want to be able to make extra income or residual income, just like all the participants who have taken this before you, then this is it. And when it comes to residual income, I want us to do something. I want us to understand something, that there are two ways you may leverage through people. And one is through personally produced products, and then the other way is when you do with other people's products. Now, that's where the wealth is, because we're talking about the wealth part of the business. So I want you to begin to imagine, that what if a scenario happens where, as people buy products to use, remember, we told you it's for personal use, you're able to make a percentage of whatever they buy for life. And what we're talking about numbers, because this will start small, but as you grow, you could make as much as 1 million, 2 million, 5 million, 500. It doesn't matter. What's important is you make money as the people in your network grow, and you don't have to be the one who has to have access to all of them, Now, there are 5 major questions people ask so that we can, quickly get the picture, because I'm sure while they were all talking, you wanted to know what is it, Now, one of the questions people have asked is, how do I plug in and build this system? How can I connect people to this business? How do I make people to buy the product daily so that they can keep earning? How do I make the money through leverage? And if this will work, and I'm sure the last person has been answered, but we would, we still going to see more about that, from all the testifiers you've seen today. So for the first question, that's the easiest part. Remember, we shop daily. So I'll be asking you to make a one-time shopping of these items for your use, these beautiful health-giving products, these antioxidants. So you're going to buy, use, and connect. That's all. You buy and use. You're not buying to sell. You can start with as low as 69,990 to purchase some of those products she showed you. So you pay into the company's account, you have access to those products, you use these products, enjoy these products, and then the process of wealth begins as other people use them. So you could start with any of this package. You could start with any of this package. You start with as low as 69,990. You could start with the 190 package. Whichever package you start with, you're going to get products worth more than that value. So the more products, the more the items you get. So you could start with any of this. Now the second question people usually ask, okay, how do I connect people? I can buy products. I buy every time I go to the market and I don't get anything. I just use the products and that's all. But here, there's a way you can do it. And your phone is one of the most powerful resources for business. Why is it so? Because your phone has contacts. The average person has nothing less than 100 contacts in their phone, some even more. But every contact in your phone also has about 100 contacts, which will give about 10,000. If you consider that 10,000 contacts also have 100 contacts each on their phone, you can do this multiplication all day. But even with the 10,000 as average, you still capable of making so much money, even if it's just 100 naira you earn per person who produces. So these are the kind of potentials we are talking about. And it doesn't matter your faith. Some people have never earned 1 million before, you probably shake at the prospect of making 30 million monthly. That's not the point. The point is everyone according to his faith, whether it's 500,000, whether it's 1 million, whether it's 2 million, whatever it is, this is the possibility of exponential income through this project. Now, question 3 is, how do I make people buy? Because it's easy to buy the products. It's also easy to, enjoy these products. and get and access people because we have contacts. The third question answers that because we have tools you can use. So one of it is the text message tool, which you can use to send to your people, your contacts, your friends, your family. And once you send it, we call and invite them professionally to a Zoom meeting like this or to a physical event. We have offices all across Nigeria and outside Africa. And then this is your business tool for those who will be joining. But because of the 90 days challenge we are running, the 90 days challenge to recruit 60 people, which compresses your business success from 3, 4, 5 years to just 3 months, we can do multiple sessions for some of you here. So we can have multiple sections, brand launches like this for our guests, people like, and then your business starts up, powerfully. And then we'll invite them to run these brand launches on Zoom or physically or through videos. So the fourth question is, how is money made through leverage? And money is made through leverage simply because when people see this and decide to connect, either for the business or the product, whatever it is, the company pays you handsomely. The company will reward you handsomely for it. So you could get anything from 20,000 to 150,000 to even 200,000. And so if you have house rent, you have a challenge with money. As long as you have these contacts, you meet with them every day. Our tools and our mentorship will show you how you can do this. You're not doing it by yourself. You're not in business by yourself. You're not using your own skills. You are going to be depending on us to help you do that. So you can make as much money, no limits, as possible from the direct connector bonus. But I started this business when I saw the matching bonus aspect of it, because this is residual income, pure residual income. And I became excited at the prospect of making 7,000 naira, whether I'm asleep, on vacation, or whatever. And how does it work? It's simple. Remember, you have names on your phone, but for everybody who connects, the company is paying you 7,000 as these connections are happening. It's paying you 7,000 as these connections are happening. It doesn't matter whether you are the ones bringing them personally or not. You can see that even when others join the team and we help them launch their business, we show them how to send text messages to their own 100. This is happening. The money is continuing. And this money can be inherited by your next of kin. So you're doing a business that leaves a lot of money for your next of kin. So this is my story. And the alert on top is my salary as a civil servant. I saw this business as a civil servant. And I had the opportunity to work part-time. That was my salary in 2020 as an assistant director. I saw the business. I didn't have money to start at the time because then it was a big deal. But I found a way to start. I remember the economics taught me how to borrow money. They say the rich will borrow from family or take from their friends and co. And I found a way to start. Thank God I did that. Even though I'd had, terrible experiences with similar models, I didn't want anything to do with this. Thank God I looked at this business model again, because under the right mentorship, it began to make sense. And 2020, the same COVID year, when we were home stuck and couldn't do much, I made over $1 million in a 30 days period. It didn't stop because I had always desired vacations. And I tell people, so there are things you take for granted because you already enjoy them. Maybe your job helps you to do that. Maybe your family background. I didn't have any of that. I always wanted to see the world. But what was important is I had money. And once you make money, you can do whatever you like with your money. So you may not travel like me. Yours may be just, you want to create a foundation, you want to do something, you want to do a project for your community. Whatever it is, you can do what you have. For me, first of all, I wanted to first of all enjoy myself first. Let me even see how the world looks like. Let me travel. Let me get to see the things I'd always seen in movies and my books I used to read. And this is at the second largest auditorium in the world. I was privileged to be in this auditorium, and we had a lot of fun, right? And then something very interesting happened to me on one of our trips. By 104 going to Dubai, and a teammate, because of the numbers, they honored us. We had our birthday on the plane.
Born Ethiopia. All right, just say happy birthday to them. All right.
Okay, I didn't share this. Sorry.
All right, so happy birthday. So let's watch you cut your birthday cake. Yes. Oh, come, just tell us, have you ever cut a birthday cake on board an aircraft before?
That happened. I also got a car from the business, and you can see my mentor was happy with me. Unlike in government where somebody might begin to brief you and say, oh, we're going to post you out or something. And because of this business, I became an author. I wrote my first book, and where I was sharing the life skills I learned from this, this industry teaches you the life skills. So the beauty with this business is, for people who think, oh, what if this crashes? What if that crashes? We've been there since 2012, and the company is a multi-billion-dollar company. But what's even interesting is, no matter what happened, I mean, people die, companies, I mean, whatever happens. But as long as I have what the mentorship and training this business has given me, the personal growth I've enjoyed and development, I will never ever be at the level I was before I saw the business. And that's a great takeaway. And I had to do the book. And everybody has a boss. So even though I'm the leader or the mentor of the people who have been speaking, I also have, I'm also accountable to somebody, and that's the kind of system we run, a proper structure and organization. That's my mentor when she took all of these people you see she was celebrating her birthday and she took all of them with her to Egypt, Cairo. Can you imagine? She was able to take all of them, so you can see that we have young, old, all kinds in the business. So this business is open to everybody, to retirees, to young people, to middle age, it doesn't matter. So the last question, if this will work, is what I'll be addressing, and I'll be addressing it with Dr. Kachelom. I'll be addressing with Dr. Kachelom, right? Okay, so I will just go straight to Dr. Kachelom. Are you there, Dr. Kachelom? Are you
Yes,
there?
I am. Yes,
Okay.
I am.
Take it away and then.
Okay, if you stop sharing, I will share my screen. Thank you for doing that for me. Well, good evening, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good day. Will it work? That's the question I've come to answer. But I'll answer this question with the story of my own life. I had a good childhood. I had an okay childhood. I didn't come from a humble background. I mean, I went to by the grace of God, I was sent to the best schools. However, my mother died at a very early age, and so that kind of introduced a lot of inconsistencies financially in the family. And that started to get me thinking, even at that age. And I determined in my heart that I was going to succeed. As the oldest of 8 children, I determined in my heart that I was going to succeed so that I'll be a good example to my siblings and be able to take care of them. And that dream, that desire was in my heart for a long time. And I worked hard towards it. And one of the things that I hated also was the idea of waiting and hoping for pension. And I remember seeing old people, elderly people, queuing up for long hours the whole day and getting peanuts. And we've seen situations where those people collapse and I dreaded that experience. And that was somewhere in my head. And it was an issue for me. And I was thinking, however, in my quest to succeed, as you can see on the screen, I'm an education consultant. I have been teaching. Now, that figure is even not correct now because I've been teaching for over 30 years now, both in Nigeria and the UK. By the way, I live in the United Kingdom. And so I currently am a lecturer in the University of Southampton, but I'm a part of, I belong to many associations across Europe, and I'll keep that aside and I'll come back to it. But I had this burden in my heart. Even though I'm all of this, a doctor of philosophy, and all of these accolades that people could look at and admire, I still had a burden in my heart. I still had a void in my heart. I was thinking, look, I live in the United Kingdom, but this is not my home. There's something they call home sweet home. I'm not going to live here forever. That is one. Secondly, there is no job that has certainties anywhere. And I have a family. I'm a mother of 4. And there's a life that I want my children to have. I don't want them to experience that inconsistency that I mentioned earlier. And I started to think about it. And I also was concerned about this issue of pension. And so God helped me. And this project, this diamond project, came across my way. Although I'll be honest with you, the first time I heard about it, I waved it off and I thought, what do I earn pounds? Pounds is heavy, as you would know. But then that thought, that void remained, and it kept coming to my heart. And God was faithful enough and kind to me by sending someone, an angel, who came and, when I say an angel, is in human form now, to speak to me about this opportunity. And I'm glad that I had a second chance. And when that opportunity came, I saw the project, and I listened to the mentors. I'm one person who likes success. When I see success, when I see someone who is an epitome of success, I want to latch on and learn. And so when I heard the success stories, when I saw it firsthand, I said to myself, no, I've got to just dive into this, because for me, it just dealt with all those my concerns that I mentioned earlier. It was going to give me a future that I wanted. It was going to, it was a backup for me, such a backup as I wanted. And so I decided to get involved. And one other thing that I really wanted to do was beyond me, beyond having all of those things, I wanted to have a life of impact. I mean, when you live abroad, people call you left, right, and center. They need rent, they need this. And I do that as much as I can. But more than just that, I wanted something that would be a legacy. And this business, this opportunity offered me that. Okay. And one of the things that I really, really, really like about this business, for me, the best part for me is the mentorship, the training, the capacity building, the mentorship, the training, the capacity building. It has transformed me. You would think that as a lecturer, you as a PhD holder, that you are vast in your knowledge. But I can tell you that I have learned so much. Since I have joined this business, I have learned so much. I have become a better version of myself, to the extent that when I go to teach my students in the university here, I take some of the lessons from the trainings I've received, and it forms part of the tools that I use to teach the students that I teach. I have gained so much from this business. One, the first thing is the mentorship. I have had people, and I still do, mentors who hold my hands, who have held my hands, who still hold my hands, and they help me through the process. I have also gained a lot. I've earned from it. Some of you will be thinking, you earn pounds, but that's something you should think actually of. If I earn pounds, I'm in the United Kingdom. I live in this place that is actually comfortable, okay? If with all of this, I am still doing this business, I am still here talking to you with such passion and energy. If I'm still doing that, then you should know that there's something in it. There's something in it. I still love my Naira, and it's still doing a lot of work for me. And so I'll tell you a few things that I've achieved so far in this business. In this business, the impact I spoke about, I've already started making them. I've helped people to start businesses. I've done quite a number of things, okay? And then I have written a book. This business has helped me to write this book, to publish this book. This book was published from money I made from this business. One of the things that was my concern was my children, leaving something for my children. I've been able to buy land for myself and for my children. I'm grateful to God for that. I've been able to solve problems. And then it has also given me the opportunity to mentor others. People look up to me. I bring value to people because value has been given to me, has been invested in me, and I also am able to invest that in people. Now, there are many, many other things that this business has done for me. The confidence, I've always been a confident person when I need to speak, but it has improved me. My skills have been honed in the process. And I want to say to you, this is an opportunity I really want to encourage you to grab. Do not let it pass you by. And so I'm asking you to take this opportunity, grab it like I did, and join us so that together we can secure our future and have financial stability that will take us to financial freedom. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Vivian. So at this stage, we are going to be asking our first set of mentees, our first set of people who will be joining us. We're going to be asking for our first set of mentees. So if you are here and you want to be one of our first set of mentees, kindly go to the comment section and indicate. We also have charity. We've done lots of charities. We give lots of monies to the poor. We've done a lot of charities, and some of it you can see on TV. We go to the hospitals, we do all of that. Just so many things that we do. But because we're running a new project to help as many people as possible, 90 days project, we're going to be able to benefit a lot from being one of those who are at the front line of this project. So this is the slide where you can make your money depending on which part of the country you are in. So which part of the country you are in, download your payment to the accounts on the screen. So I'm just rushing through all of it so you can see. So this is where we'll be ending this session. So you make your payments and send to the account, proof of payment. You send to the phone number on the screen.